let me show you how to use AI in Gmail using Jotform. So follow me to my desktop right now. Hey, what's up everyone? My name's George and this is Jotform. I'm going to show you how to automatically draft emails so you can respond super quickly. Plus, it's gonna do automatic sorting by automatically tagging the emails based on AI, not just keywords, but actual AI. So we're gonna do this right now. Now, if you wanna check out more information, link provided in the description to check out the AI draft for Gmail. This will tell you all about the new implementation of Jotform with a Gmail, which is a super awesome tool. Now, once you get started with Gmail AI with Jotform, you're going to find out that it's going to automatically draft the emails for the emails that you receive. That means that we're going to be able to open them and respond super quickly. Let me show you an example right here. So I've connected my Gmail account for drafting these emails. And as soon as I receive an email, I have a ready to go reply depending on the actual email that we receive. Now, the beauty about this is that we're going to be able to take full advantage of Jotform AI with the huge knowledge base that we're going to have with our agent. So the agent is going to be super smart. It's going to draft really good emails with the AI. Plus, it's also going to analyze your Gmail to read the emails to understand how you respond and the type of emails that you receive. So it's a fantastic tool that you want to implement right now. So let's go ahead and jump over to our Jotform workspace. Now, once you are right here, we're able to view every single product that we have built here on Jotform. But if you want to head on over to just agents, go ahead and click on my workspace, go to my agents and select the agent that you want to connect to Gmail. The reason that you want to connect an agent is because you pre-built this agent with a lot of knowledge that's going to help you draft these emails. Now, in this case, I've already connected this agent, but I'm going to disconnect it and connect it again for you. Okay. So right now there's a new view right here that is Gmail, and it gives you an example of how it's going to work. Now we're going to go into publish, and in publish, we're going to go into the Gmail agent tab. First you want to do is connect your Gmail. Right now I'm going to disconnect it because I want to show you how this works. Okay. So let's go ahead and close this. And now we are going to authenticate. So that's the first thing you need to do. You need to allow Jotform to connect to Gmail. So right now what it's doing, since I've already gave it access, it's going to start doing its job. So it's checking my emails. But if you connect for the first time, it will ask you to allow Jotform to connect. Okay. So it's going to check emails. It's going to categorize my emails, and it's going to learn answers to common questions. So it's going to become smarter as it reads the emails right now. And it's going to become smarter as it starts working. And it's going to understand your type of replies, and it's going to make your knowledge base even more powerful. Okay. So let's give it a few seconds to finish, and we're going to continue. Okay, here we go. It is now done. So let's go ahead and click next. Let's explore our Gmail agent, and we are now ready to get started. First thing I would recommend that you do is send a test email. It's going to send the email, and it's going to draft the reply so we understand that it's actually working the way we want. Okay, so what we want to do first is head on over to the settings option. So let's click on this gear icon here, and we're going to go through the setup, which is super important. Okay, so first of all, automatically learn from emails. If you want to disable this, it's fine, but I do recommend that you enable this so it becomes smarter. Okay, then we can also do a custom greeting. If you want to enable this, it will have a custom greeting every single time. But if not, we are good to go with this off. It's still going to do a greeting, but not a custom one like you're going to design here, but a greeting that's based on the email that it's going to respond. Remember, it's going to use AI. Then we have the email signature. We can use the one used in Gmail, or we can add a custom signature. So straight from here, we can go ahead and create a signature in case you don't want to use a signature from Gmail. Okay. In this case, I'm going to use the one from Gmail. Then I also have the option to add AI assisted note. That means that there's going to be like a hint that this was written with AI. So let me give you an example. Right now, this was automatically drafted, and it added this right here. So it says, this email was AI assisted by Jotform Gmail. If you don't want that to appear, go ahead and turn this off. If you're okay, go ahead and leave it on. Okay. Then we have the auto delete draft. If you want to auto delete drafts after X amount of days, that is possible. So that means that emails that you didn't actually respond with the draft generated with Jotform, you can go ahead and just get rid of them after 7 days. So that means if you didn't use it in 7 days, you're probably not going to use it later on. So it will automatically delete it. So it's a great option. So you have the option for 24 hours and all the way up to 30 days. So you decide how many days you want to allow for the auto delete, or turn off the auto delete and you'll have that draft there forever until you want to respond. Okay, next we're going to go into the advanced tab here. Okay, then we have the option to automatically label email, which I think is a fantastic option because you're going to be able to label these based on the email you receive. So depending on the email, it'll be, for example, promotional, marketing, sales pitch, a proposal, business email, or spam, etc. It will automatically label it. Then we have select labels to create drafts. So we have these options to enable these or go ahead and remove them. It's up to you. Or create a brand new label right here. Then we also have the option to exclude email types. So these are the emails that we're going to exclude from generating a draft. So if you don't need a draft, for example, for a no reply email, which would be a good idea to enable, it won't draft it. So if you can't reply to it, why would you want to draft it? So you get the idea. For promotional emails, so if it's marketing campaigns, advertisements, or newsletters, you also don't want to generate a draft. So you can go ahead and enable that there. Transactional emails, so order confirmations, receipts, system notifications, you don't want to generate it for that, enable it there. And also CC and BCC emails if you don't want to generate it. Plus, you can also add custom emails that you want to blacklist specific ones from generating drafts. So if you know that there's some emails that you're receiving and it's creating drafts and you're never going to respond to those emails, go ahead and add the email right here to exclude them, right? You also have the option here to view the excluded emails here, okay? So it's just super easy and practical that we have all these options available for you to generate the draft emails and the automatic labeling, right? So once this kicks in, once you start receiving emails, you're gonna notice that the emails are going to start saying draft here because it's going to automatically say draft. This was the test email that we've clicked on when we first connected, and we got our first draft right here. So it gives you an idea of how it works. You can respond to it and you can analyze how this is going to work with the automatic responses. Plus, these details are going to be added into your knowledge base so it becomes smarter. And let me show you how that works. But before that, let's go into the view drafts. So once we have drafts, we're able to view them in a neatly stored section where we're going to view all the emails here for the draft that it generates. So we have this email right now and we have the draft created right here. I can go ahead and open this draft by clicking on this link and it'll open up Gmail in that specific email where I'm going to be able to respond. I also be able to view the live chats. In this case, I don't want to enable that, the archived and the trashed conversations that I want to send over there. You also have the option to download, print, archive, or move to trash. So several options available there. Now, when it comes to making your agent smart so it gives better drafts, well, that is going to be over here in the training section in the knowledge base. And one thing you're going to notice is that when you connect your Gmail, you're going to go into knowledge. You're going to notice that these are tagged with Gmail agent. That means that they're brought from the Gmail. If I edit this, I can modify the type of response that I want to use when it's about this. For example, if it's about order confirmation and refund processes, I want you to respond in this way. And we're going to feed that knowledge to make it smarter. And for the next draft that it's going to make, it's going to be even better, right? Now, I can also add more knowledge to this as you would normally when using your agent by adding files, links, questions and answers, YouTube, Zendesk, Freshdesk, and make it smarter and smarter so it gives you better drafts and better labeling in your Gmail. So it's a fantastic option to enable right now to connect Jotform with Gmail. So I hope you like this video. Please let me know here in the comments what you think about this new integration with Jotform and Gmail and what you would like to see in the future. So if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And that's a wrap for Gmail integration with Jotform.